You're watching Business Access TV.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
You are watching Business Access TV.
Business Access TV.
Serious about business.
Serious about business.
It's the 2017 JMA Christmas Mingle and Long Service Awards, and the Business Access TV is here to give you the highlights. I'm your host, Andrew Laidley. Stay with us.
I feel very privileged to stand here in front of you all in the year of our 70th anniversary, acknowledging the immense contributions of our brilliant and dedicated, long-serving directors and staff who have made the JMA an organization we can all be proud of. Today, we will be honoring 10 directors of the JMA who have served the organization for over 20 years, and 3 members of staff who have served the organization for over 10 years.
Folks, what a year we have had. 2017 has been filled with many highs and lows for us as businesses and individuals. But which year has not been? For the JMA, it has been one of celebration of 70 years of being the strongest support organization for manufacturing island-wide. As an association, we have made strides, with the Factories Corporation allocating concessionary space in Hayes for our members and more to come. Having the Procurement Act procedures for offset regulations drafted. Securing a commitment from the Ministry of Finance and the DBJ to provide $1 billion Jamaican dollars to the industry at interest rates of 6% and below. Working with the Heart Trust NTA to develop the skill set needed within our industry. And for the first time, we have developed a manufacturing growth strategy with JAMPRO and MICAF. So I'm looking forward to the finalization of these 5 initiatives in 2018. And I can assure you, if we don't get them done, it will not be from lack of trying. It has been particularly good for manufacturing, being the only goods-producing industry with 3 consecutive quarters of growth in 2017, 2.7, 1.1, and 1.5% respectively. Despite what happens for the last quarter, what this says to me, and should say to all of us, is that Jamaica needs manufacturing. There have been significant levels of investment taking place. I look at companies like Wisinco coming back from a fire in 2016, rebuilding and now to be listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Red Stripe, Paramount, and Rainforest doing big things. ARC Manufacturing opening a new mesh production line. Seprod's investment in flour mills. And Continental Baking Company and their staff, more importantly, continuing to be the only manufacturer providing funding for programs to build MSMEs in manufacturing, and they deserve a huge hand. And folks, let's not forget our micro, small, and medium-sized companies. Companies like Boss Manufacturing, exporting the most containers that they have ever exported in their history. A small micro company like Irie Rock, for the first time ever in their history, they have exported to the United Kingdom. Complete Nutrition Care, signing a co-branding contract manufacturing agreement with a large manufacturer. Crafton Holding, bringing liquefied eggs back to the market. Herbo, researching its Jamaican multi-million-dollar revenue mark, its Jamaican $1 million revenue mark. And Etenio, launching a kiddies line and securing 2 retail outlets in the United Kingdom. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is much to be merry about. Howard Mitchell becoming president of the PSOJ, big deal. And Jamaica flour mills cutting prices to make sure that they can deal with Seprad's new investment. On a serious note, though, we're aware that there are threats to our resurgence as an industry and growth as a nation, which includes high levels of bureaucracy, access to retail and financing, and corruption and crime, ladies and gentlemen. We are not crime fighters in this room. And who I see in here are facilitators, job and wealth creators, and extremely passionate, responsible corporate citizens. As such, I ask that we continue to be a part of the solution, holding the government accountable, being at the table, putting forward recommendations, and most importantly, continuing to invest in manufacturing to provide our citizens with productive opportunities. Who I also see in this room as we celebrate the holiday season are men and women who are committed to nation building through their extended service at the JMA. Ladies and gentlemen, we have legends of industry, and we need to ensure that we recognize and say thanks to them, because the work that they do is voluntary, and they are backed by a dedicated staff here at the JMA, always have been and always will.
Long Service Awards are considered one of the most important forms of recognition, and we, the JMA, are excited to acknowledge directors who have dedicated voluntarily over 20 years to advocating for Jamaica's manufacturing sector. I'd like to ask past President Omar Azan to join me. Mr. Simon Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Roberts walked through the doors of the JMA in March of 1994 and was elected director in 1996. Mr. Raymond Miles Jr. Raymond Miles Jr. started attending JMA meetings in 1988 as the CEO of Jamaica Souvenirs T-Shirt Limited. He was immediately recognized as a knowledgeable and dedicated member, and shortly thereafter, in 1991, became a board member, as his father did before him. Since then, Mr. Miles, now Managing Director of Sun Island Jamaica Limited, has served the JMA and the industry with resilience, serving as Chairman of Textile and Apparel Product Group, Vice President and Deputy Vice President. As Chairman of Expo Jamaica, he was instrumental when it was relaunched during Mrs. Frankston's tenure. In appreciation of your 25 years of service and commitment to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Mr. Milverton Smith. Mr. Milverton Smith's commitment and dedication to the industry is demonstrated in his involvement with the Jamaica Manufacturers Association. In 1973, Mr. Smith joined Tropical Battery and was elected chairman of the Automotive, Electrical and Electronic Product Group. During his tenure as the group's chairman in the 1980s, he was elected to the board of directors and continued to serve in the capacity of group chairman until 2001. Mr. Smith was elected vice president in 1994, and in a nail-biting, head-to-head, hotly contested race for presidency in 1996, he lost by only 5 votes to the Honorable Samir Yunis. Mr. Smith, however, gave sterling service to President Yunis as deputy president under that administration. Milverton Smith, Managing Director of TurboLife Manufacturing, in appreciation of your total of 26 years of service to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Mrs. Paulette Roden, the rose among thorns. Now, Mrs. Roden gave me a lot of information to work with, and I had to work hard to keep it short, so I'll do my best. Mrs. Roden joined the JMA in 1979, having just formed Crimson Dawn Manufacturing Company Limited. In 1981, she became chairman of the Textile and Apparel Products Group. 2 years later, was elected a board director, and in 1997, she became vice president. I asked Mrs. Roden to tell me her most memorable moments working with the JMA, and she named two. Her first was in 1981 when she was chosen as Director of Trade Missions and Trade Promotions. Right, Mrs. Roden? And her second was becoming co-chair of Expo Jamaica. In her words, I took great pleasure in walking from booth to booth, presenting over 250 companies and their product lines to the Prime Minister and various ministers, as well as overseas buyers. It was an elevating moment for me, and I felt extremely proud. Mrs. Roden is a staunch believer in the JMA, as she preaches that being a member keeps you in contact with new ideas, and that the JMA is always there with solid solutions for members facing challenges. She is a walking fountain of knowledge, and simply, to me, a ray of sunshine. Mrs. Roden, in appreciation of your 28 years of service and dedication to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Mr. Clark, Managing Director of Windows Limited, became a member of the Jamaica Manufacturers Association in 1984. After 16 years of membership and having served in the capacities of Vice President and Deputy President, he contested the 2000 presidential election and was successful in his bid for the position. Terence Clark, in appreciation of your 27 years of service and dedication to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Past President Anthony Hyde. Mr. Hyde, chairman of Airwatt Manufacturing Company, launched his enterprise in 1977 and became a member of the Jamaica Manufacturers Association in 1978. He was elected president in 1994 after serving as deputy president for 2 years. Despite the difficulties experienced in improving the economic climate for manufacturers during his time as president, Mr. Hyde recorded successes in resolving issues that affected JMA members even after his tenure ended. Mr. Hyde is happy to have served as president of the JMA, a position which he says was very important, very challenging, and very rewarding. The JMA is a fantastic organization, he said. Members who understand and use its services appropriately will definitely benefit. Mr. Hyde, in appreciation of your 37 years of service and dedication to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Past President, the Honorable Samir Yunis, OJ, CD, JP. Sir Yunis, where do I start? Visionary, philanthropist, manufacturer. The Honorable Samir Yunis, CEO of Riva Garment Manufacturing Company, joined the Jamaica Manufacturers Association in 1974. 22 years later, in 1996, having served as a director of the board since 1977, he accepted the leadership of the association out of concern for the future of manufacturing in Jamaica. So, Honorable Samir Yunis, in recognition and appreciation of your 40 years of service and dedication to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Past President Paul Thomas, CD, In 1972, J. Paul Thomas was introduced to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association as the company representative of Tanners Limited. Mr. Thomas served the association as chairman of the footwear group, vice president and deputy president before he was elected president in 1985. He became the youngest president of the JMA at age 34 and held the position for 3 strong years. In recognition and appreciation of your 41 years of service and dedication to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Past President Douglas Vaz, CD. Mr. Vaz became a member of the JMA in 1959 in recognition and appreciation of your 50 years of service and dedication to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association. We salute you. Christie. Rohan is our resident pastor, politician, and financial advisor. Sometimes he likes to think that he is a relationship expert, but the jury is still out on that one. So Rohan, on behalf of the board of directors and staff, and in recognition and appreciation of your 10 years of amazing service to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Breeze, McNabb. Fashionista, motivator, good listener, excellent knowledge of the business and the industry, staunch advocate, professional, highly respected, lead by example. The list goes on and on and on. Simply put, amigo, you possess so many traits that make you the great executive director you are. And it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the board of directors and staff, and in recognition and appreciation of your 13 years of above par service to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you. Andrea Leslie. Andrea, as Metri rightly said, your name is synonymous with the JMA. You are the person everyone knows and loves. You light up the room. You are the mother hen of the office. You never stop until you know everyone around you is okay, and you make sure that our members are well taken care of. I call you Santa because you know almost every company, what they do, what they manufacture, and the contact persons by name. Only Santa Claus does that. And I know I can speak on behalf of the staff when I say that we love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for simply being you. And with that said, on behalf of the board of directors and staff at the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, and in recognition and appreciation of your 23 years of service and dedication to the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, we salute you.
Miss Andrea Leslie, with over 23 years under your belt now at the JMA, what has it been like?
It has been very interesting, very pleasurable, a happy place to work, fun a lot of the times. My co-workers, they're normally friendly. It's a relaxing environment. We're allowed to be ourselves in this environment with the new young executive director, Amiga Breeze McNabb. You're allowed to, to be relaxed, have a friendly environment. It's an open office where we're allowed to communicate with each other while we work. We mingle, we give jokes, but the work has to be done. It has been a great 23 years. I have no regret working with the JMA.
Well, you've been here for over 2 decades now, so you can definitely compare what it has been like and what it is now. Talk to me about that.
Back then, it was a very quiet organization. I can tell you when I came here, I didn't know what the JMA meant. I came here as an art trainee, fresh out of high school. It was a great opportunity that was given to me in that capacity, and I have worked, from that stage to where I am today. So seeing the association grow, being recognized more, it's a more stronger organization. Being the challenges of manufacturers being championed by the various presidents who were very quiet to those who were always in the media, very loud. They call us the squeakers. We're always squealing because we're always in the media crying about these issues. But the new JMA, it is very exciting, coming from where we were quiet, as I said, me in my small position or in those docile capacity, but we're allowed to shine, or I am allowed to shine, or was given the opportunity to shine, to represent the association in different categories, locally, on the international level, taking members' products or accompanying members to various trade shows or exhibitions internationally. In terms of Expo Jamaica as well, which has been one of our flagship brands. The Expo came back on the market in 2005 by our president then, Ms. Frankson, and it was a very challenging opportunity that was given to me to coordinate the Expo. However, I am always willing to take up a challenge, and I did fantastic, and from then, the rest is history. Every other year that we're having Expo Jamaica, I am the coordinator, and we're currently planning Expo Jamaica 2018, and it always gives me great pleasure to be a part of that event.
In a nutshell, talk to me about what 2017 has been like for the manufacturing sector.
Well, 2017 has had its challenges, as every year has. However, we've had a lot of successes as well. We have a lot of new companies entering the industry, and we have some of the older companies really doing some exciting and innovative things. So we feel confident that manufacturing is still the most important industry there is in Jamaica, and without it, we're not going to get ourselves out of the mire that we're in. So we will continue to push forward and lobby for manufacturers to get some preferential treatment from the government in terms of support and all the other things that the government tends to give to other industries other than manufacturing.
And what can we expect come 2018?
We have lobbied and we've put out there some things for the government to work with us on a revised procurement policy, some interest rate financing that would be what other industries are getting. Things of that nature we feel are going to create a boost in manufacturing. With this special economic zone coming to the fore, we feel that a lot of manufacturing companies are going to be coming into that sector and that space. We see a lot of it happening already. So we're excited. We're very bullish on 2018.
And let's come back to the present. How important is it that more corporations tend to honor their staff with awards like this?
We think it's important. Any organization, the engine of any organization is its staff. And without that running properly, the organization can't run. So we felt it important. We have an amazing staff here. They are dedicated. They work on their own initiative. They're committed. And we know that we need to honor them, and more companies need to start honoring their staff and making sure that it's part of the whole productivity thrust for them. We certainly recognize it here at the JMA, and we'll continue to do so.
Mr. Douglas Vaz, with over 50 years of service to the JMA, how has it been?
Never a dull moment, and very satisfying. We've come an awfully long way. I'm very happy for it.
In your time here at the JMA, what have you seen changed?
Well, technology changes by itself. And you either follow the trend or you drop off the truck. But a lot of successful people have done it the right way.
Where do you see the JMA going?
I think the JMA has got where it belongs. And it's doing a good job of administering the assistance to the manufacturing sector. Negotiations with government and that type of thing. The organization is a very successful one. And it has first-class staff and well-trained and long service. So you're not dealing with some newcomers, you're always dealing with people with long experience.
That's it from us here at the JMA Christmas Mingle and Long Service Awards. Until next time, I'm your host, Andrew Laidley, and stay tuned to Business Access TV, serious about business.